I'm gonna go over two kinds of spins today. Backward spin and front spin. And then I'm gonna talk about some mix-ups that I like to do every now and again with it, and how you can improve your spinning and get started on spinning, because it does take a while. It takes some practice. Also, I don't have a actual southern accent. I just, the spirit moves me when I have this. Of course, the first step is to actually have a 6-shooter. I do have a real one right there. I'm not going to show it because I don't think YouTube would like a real one. This is a fake one. This is a BB gun with the parts taken out. It's very light. It's very easy to spin. I recommend it. It's just a good old Daisy, old one. I don't know when it was made, but it's. I found it. I painted it. I spin it. Secondly, my suggestion: get beer, get alcohol, and put on some country, because, well, frankly, you're going Western. You want country. You want to have a good time. And it's going to take a lot of hurting. You hurt your fingers a lot. Be ready, be prepared. Your fingers will burn. Your fingers will hurt. You'll almost break your finger a few times, but it's worth it. My country playlist I put, it's in the description, if I remember. If not, fuck it. The optional third step, I would say, is start spinning over something soft, like a bed or a couch, something soft. If you're doing a fake one, you got a fake revolver, you can do grass, but I highly recommend this if you're using a real one, because of course you don't want to damage your firearm. And another thing too is, if you do drop your firearm, it's very loud. I don't know if you've ever dropped a gun, but it's extremely loud. Even if you got a little 22 light single action, your family will check on you because how loud it is. So just, spin over a bed. Don't mind the mess. Jesus, hello. Try to keep this in frame for y'all. So you want to start in the firing position like so. You know what I mean? Just like a good old stance, like you about to shoot Texas Red. You want to make sure that your trigger is resting kind of on this first knuckle right here. Right there. Kind of in between on it a little bit. That's where your control is going to come from. That's where it comes from for me. It's how I practice. When you're spinning it, you're making a hook with your finger, and you're kind of hooking on that trigger whenever you spin. Now you want to flick the barrel quickly upward to the sky with your wrist. It's all coming from the wrist. The power comes from the wrist when you flick to the sky. You let all your fingers and your palm out like that, just like that. Let her out. You let the firearm and gravity harmonize as one beautiful motion. As the spin comes back around now, be ready to bring your palms and fingers back into the shooty bang bang position. It will take time. It will take a lot of time to master. One boom. There you go. That's how you do it. And you could, you just keep going with that. Boom. Right there. You practice that every day till your finger hurts. Within a year, you'll be amazing at it. I promise you that. Just be patient and be ready to drop the gun and hurt your fingers, because you will hurt your fingers a lot. I cannot stress this. You're going to hurt your fingers so much while doing this. But when you're doing like one of the flat spins, I'm not going to do it here because my monitor's right there. But a flat spin where it's kind of like that, if you feel that going down and it's bending, let go. Just let go. Trust me. The gun, even if it's real, just let it happen, because it hurts a lot. You'll probably break a finger if you try to just save it every time. That's why you do it over a bed. Once you get good, you can not do it over a bed. And a little pro tip that I learned is, when you're spinning constantly like this, what I highly suggest you practice is just constantly spinning. If you're rocking back and forth like this, if your spin isn't perfectly, see how that's like nice and center, it's balanced. If yours not balanced and it's going side to side like that, what you want to do, it's what I did to fix it. It's your arm not doing what it's supposed to, basically. You just put your 6-shooter down and do the motion that you do when you spin. Just that back and forth. Try to get it as straight as you can. Just like that. You're aiming to have your arm like a coupling arm on a locomotive. We've all seen them. On the wheels, they go up, they go down. Just keep your arm as straight as possible while doing the motion. Commit to this. Commit it to muscle memory and induct the 6-shooter back in place, and you'll be spinning as straight as you possibly can. That's how I did it. I don't know if it works for other people. There's not a community I go to. It's just me. Also, if you're wanting to spin 2 revolvers at once, start now. Start practicing now, because if you don't, it's what I did. I learned on my right one. You're gonna have to relearn spinning, but like southpaw, the other way. It's bad. Don't do it. Start spinning now if you want to be able to do, Doc Holliday stuff. Now the forward spin, it's honestly simple. After you learn the backward spin, I mean, you're gonna take time to, get your hands and your fingers and everything timed. But it's the same thing, same principles, just the other way. It's just the other direction. It's not that hard, to be honest. And for some, I don't know, it's like, this is just things I get bored with, and I start doing whenever I just get bored, It's a little mix-up right here. If you drop the revolver like that, it's almost like you're going into a forward spin, but you're using your fingers to stop the gun. Just boom. And it's kind of like a tick. See that? How satisfying that is? Try it. Try that. It's nice. You just sit there, you're just standing there, just doing nothing. Or you can, start spinning it a little bit, boom, boom, cancel. It just kind of throws in a buffer between transitions and spins. Just feels good, it looks good, I like it. It's good, I like it, And there's that too. I could make a video on that, but that's just a lot of your gun going flying. Another kind of nervous tick I have with this thing is it's kind of, you just spin it like that. I don't know where this came from. This isn't really let me get a little bit better position for that. Ooh, now. This isn't really anything of a trick. It's kind of the forward spin, but you're just catching it weird. I started doing this, just because I got bored. It's fun though. I can do more. This is definitely fake too. YouTube. This is not a real one at all. This is a BB gun we'll go with. But I can make other videos on my other spinning, like a flat spin. This, the other opposite directions, just things like that. I know whenever I was learning how to spin guns, oh God, I was learning how to spin guns. I couldn't find many videos about people actually teaching, the front spin, the basics. They were doing over the shoulder tosses. I could do a few tosses. I'm not going to do them now because it's 11 p.m. But they were just doing this crazy stuff. I'm like, I just want to learn how to boom. I mean, it's relatively simple. If you just kind of take what I said and practice that every single day. Not every single day, of course. I don't mean don't leave your wife and kids for gun spinning. But if you're bored, if you just keep doing this when you're bored, you will be relatively good at gun spinning in the coming months. It took me quite a while. It took me a year. It took me a few years actually, because I didn't consistently do it. But a rough patch of life, I got bored, and now I am oddly good at spinning a gun. And if you want other tutorials, guides, whatever we're calling these, about other spins or specific thing like road agent spin, I could do that. Tosses in the air, cool things like that, tips, tricks, whatever you need, I'll do it. I'll be answering questions if anyone watches this has questions about anything related to gun, anything in life, cookie recipe, gun spinning, life advice. I'll respond to it best of my ability, and try to stick to the truth. And you know what I mean. Drink water, have a good day. Go do something you love. Spin a gun or two.